The pre-ordering of hardware sales, specifically the PlayStation 5 and RTX 3080 graphics cards last week, has not exactly been a pleasant experience. Lack of communication, retailers jumping the gun, and scalpers has made it almost impossible for you to get your hands on a PlayStation 5 console unless you are willing to pay $2,000 on eBay. Well, Sony has now responded with an apology and promised to do better.
I'm deeply sorry. Sorry.
Welcome everybody, and thank you for joining me. I hope everybody's having a good day. If you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing for more videos like this. I do appreciate the support. Now, as I've mentioned last week, pre-orders of the PlayStation 5 could have gone a lot smoother. It was a bit of a mess, and honestly I have a suspicion that the pre-orders for the Xbox might go down the same route, even with Microsoft communicating all of the information ahead of time. Now, maybe I'm just being cynical, but I will explain in a second. Now, last week I stated that I did not think that it was fair just to place the blame on Sony, as retailers jumping the gun and scalpers made the process much worse. Now, some of those retailers did respond to this, and they stated that there was lack of communication from Sony regarding the times and thus the confusion, but irrespective of who is to blame, Sony has now taken the responsibility and issued an apology. They stated on Twitter, "Let's be honest, the PS5 pre-orders could have been a lot smoother. We truly apologize for that. Over the next few days, we will release more PS5 consoles for pre-order. Retailers will share more details, and more PS5s will be available through the end of the year." Now, unfortunately, with the second wave of pre-orders, I just do not see how this will be any better. I just need to be clear here, I do not blame Sony for this, just like I do not blame Nvidia for their pre-order problems, or Microsoft for what could potentially be a pre-order problem for them tomorrow. Unfortunately, until some of these big problems are fixed, the second wave of PlayStation 5 pre-orders will be a mess as well. The same statement holds true for the RTX graphics cards and the Xbox Series consoles. First of all, some of these retailers just do not have the capacity to deal with these large influx of people, and secondly, scalpers. Now, I am not the moral police, so I'm not going to pass judgment. You can decide for yourself if scalping is wrong or just plain old capitalism, but I am going to state the obvious: as long as scalpers are out there, your chances of getting one of these consoles is very slim, again unless you are willing to pay over $1,000 on eBay. Now, if you are willing to pay that on eBay, that is on you, but we have to admit that we are dealing with a bit of a problem. By this point, I'm sure you guys have heard of bot companies like Bounce Alerts. These type of companies were originally used to buy sneakers, but they have now since made their way into the hardware sales as well. They bounce around, moving faster than any human can between websites, and they buy out all of the stock, and this was heavily used for the RTX launch. People were buying 20-50 cards in a matter of seconds. The same thing happened to the PlayStation 5 consoles, and until there is a way to stop this, things will just stay a mess. Now, luckily, with hardware being sold at a much higher volume, eventually there will be an equilibrium where supply exceeds demand and scalpers won't be able to sell the hardware for a massive profit. But it also means that us as consumers need to be more patient and not run out to eBay immediately to buy everything because we could not get our hands on it during the first run of pre-orders. I know that this is an exciting time for gamers and we all want to get our hands on the latest piece of hardware, but sometimes a bit of patience can go a long way and save you a bunch of money. But on that note, this is where I'm going to end it. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button. If you would like to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing, and as always, please remember to stay safe, wash your hands, don't touch your face, and I hope to see you again soon.